Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Brush Fork Armory in Bluefield, West Virginia for the opening game of the 2023 Little Tony Memorial Classic. This evening's matchup, we'll find the Graham G-Men and the Poca Dots. Graham coming off a loss last night to Virginia High School. 1-3 on the season, while the Poca Dots come in with a record of 5-3. Poca also a loser in their last game to the Buffalo Bison. And for Poca, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle here this evening, according to head coach Alan Osborne, as the Dots will be without leading scorer Cole Godish. I'm joined by my partner here, Taylor Anderson, this evening. And Taylor, Poca, a team that only averages 44 points a game. Coach Osborne said we're really going to struggle to put some points up today.
Yeah, and just speaking with other coaches as well, they're thinking if they can keep the game, if they can keep Graham below 40 points, which has been their magic number for almost all their wins so far. You look at their first couple of games, 38, 25, and 33, all below 40. So if they can keep it right below 40 points per game, they feel like they have a great shot at winning this game against the G-Men. So this is going to be a very defensive-minded game, but also Graham, as you mentioned, they're coming off a loss as well, so they've lost a few games as well. So both teams are going to be fiery tonight.
Yeah, Coach Baker of the Graham G-Men was telling me that earlier this morning, plays a very young roster, 4 sophomores and a freshman. What he has seen on film out of the Poca Dots, a much bigger physical team. These are two teams that met last year in the FCA Prep Showcase, and Coach Baker said we kind of ran into the same thing last year. A big physical team out of Poca that was really hard for us to handle. Our young guys here probably going to have a little bit more of a challenge facing this pack line defense that Poca likes to throw out on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's just a typical Alan Osborne team if you really think about it. I mean, he's always been a defensive-minded coach. You mentioned last year they had a lot more size with Poca. You had Toby Payne, Isaac McNeely, Jackson Toney as well. So those are 3 guys right there that had a lot of weight on them, but also had a lot of muscle as well. So now you're starting to look down the roster and you're like, okay, who's going to step up for them? And Campbell Meeks, who's arguably one of the better defenders in the southern region of the state, has stepped up to the plate so far, being one of those key contributors early in the season for Poca. So a lot's going to be asked from him, both offensively and defensively, since Godish is out. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. This will definitely be something to watch, both defensively on both sides.
And then from Poca earlier in the season, you mentioned Campbell Meeks. It was Keaton Meeks that stepped up in the FCA Classic and was knocking down threes from every corner of the gym. If he can find some scoring like that from the rest of his bench, I think Poca's going to have a really good chance today to handle what Graham can throw at him.
I think also one of the things that you really look for when you go into one of these out-of-state opponents is a couple things. Your leadership, 1, but 2, your depth. How much can you go down into your bench and say, okay, these guys can step up and really step up to the plate and pick up what the starters did. So that's going to be a big key moving forward for both teams. But I think, like you said, Mike, Poca's going to do a good job of looking down the bench and say who's going to step up, and that has to come sooner rather than later, because if people get into foul trouble, it does get physical, and it's a very slow game. You will start to see that bench start to thin out.
And I got the impression from Coach Baker of Graham that he doesn't go very deep on his bench. Poca, on the other hand, Coach Osborne very comfortable going down his bench, and he's got 6'2" swingman in Jackson Whittington, 6'7" junior Boston Myers that can come in and give him a lot of quality minutes. So I think Poca's going to have a little bit more depth than Graham's going to have here today. It really seems like an uphill battle there somewhat for Graham, but looks like a very athletic bunch.
Yeah, that's another key topic as well. Just listening to the Poca coaches is they're very athletic, very physical. So if they can, like you mentioned, that pack line defense, if they can try and keep it on their side of the court and keep them out of the paint, then it's going to be a good day for them. They shoot the ball okay, not the best, but they do think if they can get them to force a couple of jump shots, especially behind the three-point line, that's going to work in the Dots' favor.
Going to have a good afternoon of basketball here for you from the Brush Fork Armory. You're watching high school basketball on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
We are Northside Automotive. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are your home for 8 incredible car brands in Summersville: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Take a ride on the North Side where everybody rides. Northside Automotive, Route 19 in Summersville. Online at northsidewv.com. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are Northside Automotive.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Modley's Plumbing and Heating of Beckley, West Virginia is now hiring journeyman or master plumbers. You must have a West Virginia plumbing license and a valid driver's license. All interested parties may apply at Modley's Plumbing and Heating at 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Or interested applicants can call 304-253-HELP. Once again, you may apply in person at Modley's Plumbing and Heating, 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Modley's Plumbing and Heating is an equal opportunity employer.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. We never stop because life never stops.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your trained comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
Welcome back to the Brush Fork Armory. Moments away from tip-off here. The Little Tony Memorial Classic matchup here between Graham and Poca. And we talked a little bit about the size and maybe depth advantage Poca has here. Graham, maybe the home court advantage here this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can definitely see the crowd starting to flood in as we get closer and closer to the tip-off. So this should be a really good environment for Poca. You can definitely tell there's definitely been a few Poca fans that made the trek from Putnam County down here to Southern West Virginia. So it should be a real good crowd, Mike. I'm excited to really get to feel this crowd and also just get the feel for the game as well. I'm ready to go.
Player introductions beginning here at the Armory, starting for the Polka Dots, 6'3" senior guard Jordan Wolf, the 5'11" junior Keaton Meeks. At 6'3", a senior Nathaniel McCormick. The 5'11" senior guard Campbell Meeks. And a swingman for the Dots, 5'11" junior Hunter Toney. Dots are coached by Alan Osborne, Sam Neff, Gig Cullifer, and Kyler Meeks. I guess it should be noted Poca comes into today's game. They're number 5 in the coaches poll, number 7 in the Associated Press poll. 5-3 record may be a little misleading. The one thing that didn't mention there, Cole Godish, usual starter, sprained an ankle in warm-ups against Buffalo, and he will be out today.
He was a savior in that Nitro game a few games back to start the season, so that's definitely a big blow early on. He's definitely a good shooter overall, so that's a big blow moving forward for them.
Starting lineup for these Graham G-men, as we said earlier, 4 sophomores and a freshman in this lineup. Number 4, Ray Markell. Number 10, Blake Graham. Number 20, Cole Sexton. Number 23, Daniel Jennings. And number 30, Jamel Floyd. Jennings, the freshman in this young lineup for the G-men.
This will also be a good test, Mike, in regards to leadership and expertise with basketball at the high school level. You mentioned it earlier. There's almost all 4 of their 5 starters are sophomore with the lone freshman. And then on the flip side with Poca, 3 of their 5 starters are seniors and 2 juniors as well. So this is going to be a great matchup in regards to experience compared to not a lot as well. So this is going to be interesting.
Really a clash in styles, I think, from what I hear from the coaches. All right, jumping center for the Dots will be McCormick, and it'll be Jennings for the G-men. And the G-men have controlled the tip. Graham walks the ball into the front court, swings the ball left side to Ray. Ray right side now, Jennings. Jennings on the wing to Graham. Graham swings the ball left side. They get it in the right side high. Floyd now a shot inside, put back, up and in. Cole Sexton with the first bucket of the night. And Poca does a nice job here breaking down the Graham pressure. Tony out front, swings the ball right side to Meeks. Cross court to Tony. Sends it out on the wing now to Keaton Meeks. Right side now, Campbell Meeks. Back to Tony for 3, and Tony knocks it down.
Great patience by Poca, just patiently waiting, trying to break down that pack line defense that Graham threw at them. Good job by Poca.
G-men now with it. Floyd goes down on the post to Jennings. Jennings, they swing it back around, left wing now. Graham has it. They come back inside to Sexton on the wing, and a 3 is answered by the G-men, Markell Ray. Poca very patient. Feel like they see this kind of pressure week in and week out. McCormick gets the ball out high now to Tony. Campbell Meeks swings it back to Tony. Tony and Meeks. Meeks for 3. Rims out, rebound inside. And it's going to be Poca basketball. Floyd unable to handle the rebound.
Sexton's definitely one of the guys that Poca's coaches definitely kept talking about in regards to who is Graham going to go to consistently throughout the game. You saw he did a split screen on that far left side. He just slipped right in. Easy way to get Ray the open shot in the right corner. Perfect job by Sexton.
Ball into Meeks on the wing. He's going to take it out high. Sends it over to Campbell Meeks. Campbell, crossover, down the lane, and he's going to be fouled. Going to the basket.
Good job by Meeks, just going downhill, just took the guy off the dribble. He did a good crossover from left to right and just went north-south in the blink of an eye. Good job by him. And when you think about it as well, the whole team just runs through him. He is their bread and butter, and he is their energy as well. So he's definitely the guy that's going to be looked upon a lot this game.
Meeks can't get the first free throw to go down. Second shot is away. It's good. 5-4 is your score. 5:55 to go here first quarter. Graham back into the front court. Sends it right side over to Ray. Out high now to Sexton. Sexton gives it off to Graham on the left side. Swings it over on the right for Floyd. Floyd passes on the shot. Keeps the dribble. Backs out now. Swings the ball to the left side. Graham drives baseline, pulls up, jumper. And the ball pulled down by Markell. Feeds it off to Sexton. Sexton drives. His layup is no good, and the Dots come away with it. Couple good looks there for Graham. Tony now gets some pressure out high from Ray. Sends the ball over to Keaton Meeks. Keaton back to Tony, left side high. Back over now to Keaton Meeks. Keaton Meeks and Tony out front handling this offensive set for Poca. Now they go to Campbell. Swings it inside. Right wing, ball on the floor. G-men come up with it. And the G-men are on the run. Ray swings it left. Open look at a three here. It's going to be short. That was Floyd. Another three put up by Graham. No good. Dots on the run. Campbell Meeks, right side, goes behind his back. Picks up the dribble now, gives it off to Wolf, who drives to the basket, and we're going to have a blocking foul called inside on Sexton. I think Poca very content to come down here and get in these half-court sets, but when they saw an opportunity right there to attack the basket, Jordan Wolf.
Yeah, looking at that as well, just from our replay, Campbell did a good job as well. We're going to mention his name a lot, but Campbell did a really good job of bringing that ball back out, maybe like a foot or two, was very patient with it, saw Wolf trailing, which is what you want your big guy to do. You want your big guy to run rim to rim, and that's exactly what Jackson did, so give a good credit to him as well.
Wolf unsuccessful on both attempts. G-men with the basketball. Graham starts the set on the left side. They get it out on the wing to Floyd. Floyd dribbles into the lane, spins, and a finger roll at the basket is good. G-men up 7-4. Nice move there by Jamel Floyd. Campbell Meeks and Tony break down the G-men pressure. Campbell gets rid of it on the wing. McCormick throws it away. Here comes the G-men. Ray down the lane and has his shot knocked out of bounds. I believe Hunter Tony, and this we see on the monitor here, nice spin move there by Floyd, uses the left hand and just finger rolls it off the glass.
Good recognition knowing where the defender is as well.
Ball in the corner to Graham. Spins, kicks it out now. The G-men reset. Floyd out high. Gives the ball right side to Ray. Ray starts to his left, cut off by Campbell Meeks. Now into the hands of Graham. Top of the circle, we go to Sexton. Sexton with the handoff, right side high. Ray looks over the defense, takes it to his left, spins right. Now out high to Sexton, and they send it over to Graham. G-men very patient here as well. Doing a nice job against this Poca defense as Sexton now drives to the basket. Shot put up, no good. Kicked out, and that's Floyd for three. He puts up the air ball. Back come the Dots. They swing it over to Campbell Meeks. Poca very workmanlike in their offensive set. Now they get the ball to Jordan Wolf. Swing it right side to Meeks. Down in the corner now, back out to Campbell. Campbell down on the block. They dump it down inside, kick it back out. And that was Keaton Meeks that worked hard to get inside. Check that, Jackson Whittington.
That's a good side-to-side action from the big guys as well. When you look at it, they did a good job between Jackson and Whittingham. Wolf and Whittingham, I should say. Did a good job of going back and forth, almost like a high-low action down on the side. So that was good credit to him. They ultimately got the foul, so he converts on the first free throw.
Second shot is away. Pulled down by Connor Roberts. Back come the G-men. 7-5 your score. 2:05 to go here first quarter. Ball out on the wing now to Floyd. Floyd looks to create right there, and it's going to be poked out of bounds. Whittington got a hand on it. Ray inbounds from the side. He gets the ball back. Nice switch there by the Dots. Ball now over to Graham. It's like the G-men really searching here now to find a lane. Roberts gives it off. Floyd has it. Top of the circle. Back over to Graham now on the left. Graham drives into the lane. Spins. Puts it up off the glass. Too strong. Picked up off the floor. Ray has it. Drives hard to the basket, and he's going to draw the foul.
That's 4 offensive rebounds now for Graham. They're doing a good job, and they're doing exactly what Poca did not want to happen. They're getting everything they want inside, and they're able to kick it back out and get the open shot and see a guy cutting down, which is exactly what happened right there with Ray coming right down the lane, leads to the foul.
Ray's free throw attempt. No good. And Ray Reddy's shot is away. This one rattles in and out. Ball pulled down by Campbell Meeks. Campbell patiently brings the ball down the floor for the Dots. Swings the ball over on the left. Tony picked up there by Ray. Swing it down to the left side. Ball's going to be poked away by Ray. Dots get it back. He sent it right side. Campbell now has it. Right side high. Cross-court pass, left corner. Meeks now gets a good look at an open three. Back iron, and we're going to have a foul called inside. That'll be on Jamel Floyd. It'll be his first.
That was a good skip pass by Poca. If I'm the Dots as well, whenever you need to attack a zone, you have to go inside to that free throw line and try and get your way around.
Jackson Whittington does a nice job on the inbound to slide underneath the defender, puts it up off the glass and good. 35 seconds to go here for the G-men. They swing it right side. Floyd passes up the three. Graham does not. Launches it. Rebound pulled down by Roberts. And that's Graham once again attacking the basket, drawing the foul. And we're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow to the Dots.
Here comes Graham with some pressure just to try and slow them down and milk some of this 18 seconds.
Tied at 7. See if the Dots can get a shot off here before the end of the quarter. And Campbell Meeks crosses over, swings it in the corner. Three is in and out. Rebound Dots. And unable to get a shot off at the buzzer. We're tied at 7 after 1. The Little Tony Memorial Classic on Video Productions.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to the Brush Fort Armory. Taylor Kennedy and Mike Goddard here with you. The Little Tony Memorial Classic, we're tied at 1. We're tied at 7 after 1. Dots in the G-men. G-men will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Ray drives inside, and he is going to be fouled by Dawson West. G-man inbound from the side. Ball in the corner to Graham. Graham fronted by West. Out now to Sexton. They take it left side over to Floyd. In the lane, and side there, the foul's going to be called on Jordan Wolf.
We haven't even flipped sides of the court. There's already been 2 fouls in the first 17 seconds of the quarter.
Graham gets the ball in high to Ray. Now out to Floyd. Floyd, nice pass inside, up off the glass. Jennings with the layup. 9-7 is the G-men lead.
Great job by Graham, especially with that slip screen. He just went right through there, easy bucket because the defender was so high up. Good job by Graham.
Campbell Meeks sends the ball left side to Tony. Tony looked in the corner, gives it back to Campbell. Campbell swings it to Tony for 3. It's going to be off the mark. And we had a 4-man race for the basketball. Jackson Whittington will pick up a personal. G-men lead it by 2. Graham into the front court. Ball poked away. Floyd comes up with it. Directs traffic, gets it into Sexton. Sexton, nice backdoor pass to Daniel Jennings. Daniel Jennings with 4 points in the quarter. G-men lead it 11-7. Campbell Meeks, it's a nice job. He backdoors pass to Jordan Wolf. Tough shot up there. Rebound pulled down by Wolf, and Wolf gets the putback. I feel like Poca's very good in those loose ball situations right there.
The big focus that Allen Osborne loves to do. Those 50-50 balls are always important.
Floyd gets the ball to Jennings now, high to Sexton. Sexton looks over the Poca defense, swings it left side, and Graham just took his eyes off the basketball momentarily. Ball slips out of bounds, turnover to the Dots.
If I'm Poca, I need to do a better job defensively with those slip screens. You got to have another guy in that help because they're doing a high ball screen almost 85% of the time. And when they do that, they're recognizing that there's nobody in that paint, which has allowed multiple baskets in the paint. So that's why Graham has been off to this fast start in the second quarter.
Campbell Meeks, no look inside to Whittington, out now to Tony. Tony, it's the ball back in the hands of Campbell Meeks. G-men really collapsing on Meeks when he gets the basketball. They get the ball out on the wing now to West. West picks up the dribble, lobs it down the floor, and you see some of that athleticism there. G-men just waiting for that pass. Ray knocks it out of bounds. Dots are going to keep the basketball right there, but West really tied himself up in the corner.
Absolutely. And he knew that, and he kind of took the blame for that, so that's a good job on his part recognizing that.
West sends it in the corner, and a foul going to be called there on Blake Graham. Nice pass into Meeks, gets the quick shot off, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Poca.
Only 1 point for Campbell so far. He averages 15, right around 13 points per game on the season, but he's got to get that going.
And a quick shot on the inbound by Whittington. He can't get it to fall. Dots come back up with it. Spin move in the lane. Jordan Wolf has 4 in the quarter. Back come the G-men now as Graham brings it into the front court. Attacks the right side of the lane, goes all the way to the basket and puts up the tough degree of difficulty there. West now being pressured by Ray. Gets the ball over to Tony. Back now to West. And we are going to have a timeout by the Dots. G-men lead at 13-11. Classic. Got a little bit ahead of myself. Floyd going to inbound to Graham. Graham looks over the Dot defenders, directs traffic, drives to the basket, stops on the block, sends it out high to Pruitt. Pruitt now on the right wing to Ray. Graham with a lot of space right there, caught the ball high. Passes on the 3. Pruitt swings the ball left side, Ray. And Ray's going to get a touch foul out front. Campbell Meeks. I think Graham has really showed a nice patience as well down here, trying to work their sets and trying to create a good shot.
Yeah, and Todd Baker's been doing a good job so far, just recognizing what his team has been able to do, and they keep doing that at a high rate. So give a lot of credit to the G-men so far.
Roberts swings the ball out on the ring to Ray. Ray drives in, puts it up with the right hand. Ball is on the floor. It's going to go out of bounds off the Dots. Stay here with the G-men.
One thing I'd like to see Poca do a lot more is when they get into those pick and roll situations, they'll do like a quick stun defensively with a trap, and they'll go back. I like to see them get more physical with that trap and try and see how much havoc they can cause.
Graham steps left, launches the long 3. It's going to go back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Campbell Meeks. Back come the Dots. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Meeks sends it right side West. Down in the corner, they swing it in on the block. Whittington has it, out to West now. Campbell Meeks, nice pass inside to Jordan Wolf, and it's going to be poked away inside. G-men come up with it. Floyd keeps the dribble out high, loses the handle on it, and right into the hands of Whittington. Back comes Poca. Campbell Meeks down the left side, slices into the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. Talked about it. Campbell only with 3 points here in the first half, but maybe the spark he needs to get Poca on the scoreboard. Ball out on the right wing now to Floyd, top of the circle. Roberts directs traffic. He's going to hand it off to Graham. Back to Roberts. Out high now to Pruitt. Pruitt now to Graham. And again, Graham showing exceptional patience here. They get the ball to Floyd. Floyd for 3. Back iron into the hands of Ray. Now to Graham. It's poked away. Dots win the scramble on the floor, and the foul is going to be called on Markel Ray. That's 2 on Ray.
There's another one of those 50-50 situations, Mike. Hunter Tony was all over that ball. He's another guy that doesn't really get talked enough about because he's a very high-energy guy. We saw him make a three earlier in the game. So he's all over the place. And you even saw in that last possession by Graham, he pushed the guard so far out, they had to start their offense almost to center court. So that's a really good job by Tony recognizing that and doing that.
West gets the ball into the hands of Campbell Meeks, who's airborne there to send it back to West on the left side. Meeks now bounce pass into the right corner. Whittington turnaround jumper. And we're going to have a foul inside. Connor Roberts, big body down there. He's going to beat and bang inside there. Nathaniel McCormick heads to the line for Poca. Unable to knock it down. You can see here Poca already starting to get into this bench depth. McCormick knocked down the second. The Dots take a 14-13 lead. Floyd at the point, sends the ball left side to Pruitt. Pruitt looks over the Dot defense. Right side to Sexton. Sexton launches the long three. It's going to be off the mark. Dots come away with it. Campbell keeps possession, sends it into the corner. They swing it inside to Whittington. We're going to have a push inside.
See, the one thing you don't want to do, especially when they're playing such a tight, it's almost like they're playing a 1-2-2, but it's disguised as a very, very small 1-3-1. And the one thing you don't want to do, regardless of the defensive scheme, you cannot get that ball in that quarter. And Poca has done that a few times. Fortunately enough, they've been able to get the ball outside of that corner and be able to go to work. But when you do that, you just can't do that overall.
Whittington knocks down the first. Whittington does a nice job, knocks both free throws down for a 16-13 lead. G-Men have 1 minute to go here before the half. Pruitt tucks the ball on his hip on the wing, dribbles out, dumps it inside to Jennings. Jennings kicks it right corner. Sexton for three, no good. Fight for the rebound. G-Men come up with it. Floyd is going to be fouled on the putback. Floyd works really hard inside.
That was a good job by him as well, making sure the defenders were up in the air. And you don't really see that from a lot of underclassmen. He recognized it. His patience was really good, and he was able to get that, draw the foul. Now he's going to have a chance at 2 points.
Knocks down the first. Again, you're talking about him being a freshman there. Really nice routine here at the line. Takes his time. He knocks them both down. The G-Men trail by 1. 42 seconds here for the Dots. And that's Mendenhall handling the basketball for the Dots. As he gets the ball over to Meeks. Meeks on the wing to Mendenhall. Mendenhall stops at the right elbow. Kicks it out to Meeks. Meeks steps back for three. It's in and out. Rebound inside. Poked away. That was McCormick with the putback attempt. G-Men have it, and they're going to have 15 seconds to work here. Clock down to 10. Pruitt now to Sexton. Floyd steps back, launches the rainbow three at the buzzer, no good. Your halftime score, the Polka Dots 16, the Graham G-Men 15. You're watching the Little Tony Memorial Classic on Video Productions.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Rania. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is when I take a bite, I just taste flavor, flavor, flavor. The veggies and beans and tortilla strips, they're combined to perfection.
Hi, my name is Janae, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is it makes me feel warm inside. This is what cozy feels like. This is what bundling up in a blanket next to a fireplace with people you love feels like.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Little Tony Memorial Classic. Your halftime score, Poca leads Graham 16-15. G-Men held a 1-point advantage at the break. Graham shooting 5 of 8 from the field, 63%. 0 for 8 for 3 in the first half and 2 for 4 from the line, 50%. Leading scorer was Daniel Jennings and Jamel Floyd with 4 points each. Markel Ray with 3. Blake Graham with 2 and Cole Sexton with 2. And then for the Dots, they shot 3 of 7 from the field, 43%, 1 of 3 shooting threes, and 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Dots, Jordan Wolf with 4. Jackson Whittington also with 4. Campbell Meeks and Hunter Toney with 3 each, and Nathaniel McCormick with 1. And talking to Coach Osborne there before the game, he said, I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring affair. He said, he kind of chuckled and he said, all of our games are low-scoring affairs, so what am I even saying? But he was a little unsure of Graham's athleticism and how they were going to get up and down the floor, but I think things are kind of playing out the way he expected.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you hit the nail right on the head with that. I mean, Graham has done a good job of kind of letting them know that they're around. They're still going to be the G-men and everything else, but Poca's been doing a really good job of holding them in check, especially on the defensive end. Now, the one downside to that is Poca has allowed Graham to get 7 offensive rebounds in that first half. So that's definitely going to be something that they talked about, saying you have to box out. And a lot of those offensive rebounds that Graham has been getting have been weak side rebounds, meaning if the ball's going on the far side of the court where the guy was shooting from. So that's where a lot of their numbers are coming from. And by them doing that, we've been seeing some second chance opportunities, whether it be a basket or free throws as well. Graham's been doing a good job of that. But also give credit to Poca as well. They have 5 of their own. And with Poca as well, you have to really watch how they can continue to break this, not only break the press, but also break the zone that Graham throws at them. Because if they don't do that, then Graham can very easily stretch this lead out and very much so control this game like how they want to, like what you said, their athleticism and their speed. So that's the one thing you have to keep in check if you're the Dots. Make sure this game stays right in your reach and make sure that you can hold them right below what you want them at.
Yeah, I think one other thing there for the G-men, it's almost like roulette. The Graham team has launched 8 3-pointers in the first half, unable to knock any of those down, but if they keep launching 3-pointers as the game progresses, you have to think that at some point they're going to find their range and start knocking some of those down, and that gives them a possession and a half as far as I'm concerned when you've got another team that's not shooting threes very well, relying on the 2-point shot, and neither team really particularly shooting that well from the free throw line. So I just think, Graham's desire to put up those threes, if they start knocking some of those down, that could create some problems for Poca.
Yeah, and that also just goes back to the physicality of this. Poca, we know, is going to be a very physical team. A lot of these players that are playing right now for Coach Osborne are football players that played with Seth Ramsey this season and have been playing with Seth for a while now, and that's the one thing that Seth really likes to do is make sure his guys are physical enough to go up against a very difficult Cardinal conference. So this is going to be a good test to see how can Poca respond in the second half. They only allowed 15 first-half points. They allowed 7 in the opening frame. So what can they do? Are we going to see something differently from them? Because I definitely know, knowing Coach Osborne, there's no way he's got over 700 wins without having a few tricks up his sleeve.
Absolutely. I think Campbell Meeks, we're going to see that young man get a little bit more involved here in the second half, maybe take a little more of the scoring load on his shoulders here and try to make some things happen.
That's a great point on your part, but I think also he's also been doing a good job. And I know in the audience are probably like, why does he keep talking about patience? Why does he keep talking about patience? Well, with Campbell Meeks, one of the first things besides intensity is his patience. You saw that a lot when trying to break that zone. He would look one way and he'd give a no-look pass because he knows the floor and he knows where his guys are supposed to be. That comes with not only maturity, but the patience of that as well. He's been able to learn from a really good guard in Isaac McNeely the last few years.
Absolutely.
Now Isaac gave the reins to him and said, all right, young dog, run with it and let's go. Let's see what you got. So he's been doing a good job so far, again, averaging right around 13 points this season. Only had 3 in the opening half. So we're definitely going to see a different showing of Campbell Meeks in the second half, I believe.
It's been a low-scoring affair, but it's been an interesting game to this point. Anxious to see what these two teams will have for us here in the second half.
I think the one thing as well, thinking about what we can expect, with Poca getting the ball first as well, are they going to do something differently offensively? Are we going to see a lot more high-low action? Because if we don't see that, they're going to keep going east and west. You can't break a zone when you go east and west. You have to go north and south, which is what Campbell did in the first half, which drew that two-shot foul for him. So that was a good job on his part, recognizing that and attacking the rim. So good job.
And Taylor, I just wonder if something happened to Keaton Meeks in that first half. Started the game. West is going to come out here and start the second half for the Dots. We didn't see Keaton for a long time there. I don't recall seeing him in the second quarter at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. One thing also, just giving a shout-out to West as well, speaking with the coaches, they really like his basketball IQ. They think he's one of the top basketball IQ minds on this team. So maybe they're trying to show something and try and give a little bit of a flair with this Poca team.
Dots have the basketball out of the gate here in the second half. A nice pass inside and an easy layup there for Nathaniel McCormick.
Well, guess who passed it? Campbell Meeks.
Absolutely. Graham into the front court, gives the ball off to Sexton. Sexton drives the lane, kicks it out to Graham for three. It's going to be short, and the Dots come away with the rebound. Campbell Meeks into the front court. Keeps a handle on the basketball, swings it high post to McCormick. Now out on the wing to West. West bounces it right side to Meeks. Back to McCormick. Now out to Meeks. You see Poca doing a nice job here, starting to create a little bit of space. They're going to back it out here. West sends it back over to Meeks. Meeks whips into McCormick. Now out to West. Meeks on the right side, bounce pass into the corner. Tony has it back out to Meeks. A lot of patience here again, your magic word. West for three. Off the mark, rebound inside Wolf. Wolf with the putback. And you'd have to term that a really good possession for the Dots right there.
I don't think if that was a good possession, Osborne would have probably gotten out of the seat and said, "What are we doing? That was a good possession."
Graham drives the left side of the lane. They kick it out now. Sexton from the left side launches the three. In and out. Rebound backside Jennings. Jennings put back no good. Jordan Wolf battled for the rebound. It goes out of bounds to the Dots.
You're looking at what Wolf did on that last possession. He got good positioning down low. You saw he kind of put his back towards the defender. He knew that he was there. Good job by the senior, knowing that, identifying that, going straight up physically. That was a good job by him.
West gets it across the timeline. Swings it out. Meeks on the left side to Tony. West inside, now back out to Meeks. Dots going to set up here with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Ball on the right wing. Down into Wolf. In the lane. Layup no good. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick takes it out to the side, asks for help. West now brings it left to right. G-men have cranked up the pressure here on this possession. Tony from the left elbow is going to be short, and another nice job by McCormick in there with the rebound. He's going to track it down. Check that Tony in the corner. Out and out of McCormick. Meeks for three, and Meeks makes the G-men pay. Poca opening up an 8-point advantage here.
7-0 run to start the quarter two.
Graham down the left side of the lane, baseline to Sexton. Sexton starts right, spins left, back into the lane, puts up the little jump hook, no good. And Meeks on the run, nice fake, gets the ball to McCormick. McCormick can't get it to fall, and the rebound pulled down by Jennings. Now up to Sexton, in the corner to Ray. Ray one-hands it. Boy, a pass fired inside there from Floyd, and it goes off of Jennings' hands out of bounds.
You know, one thing we talked about at halftime, Mike, was the offensive rebounds on both sides. I mentioned how Graham, the G-men had 7 offensive rebounds in the opening half. It's gone the opposite way now. Poca has 4 offensive rebounds, and a lot of credit goes towards McCormick and Wolf. They have done a great job of positioning themselves, making sure they have the defender on their back, getting the ball in, trying to find what they need, whether it be a basket for a second chance point or kick out, get the offense settled back, then go and attack the basket.
Graham set up as if they were going to apply some full court pressure, retreated on the inbound. Meeks now has it in the front court. Right corner to West. West brings the ball out high, sends it to Campbell Meeks on the left side. High screen there from McCormick. Meeks gets the ball right side to West. He dumps it back to Meeks on the left wing. Meeks steps right, shoots three, and Meeks is heating up here. 6 points in the quarter. It's 26-15 Dots.
He must have heard our discussion.
Switch there by the Dots. West picks Graham back up. Ball off now to Sexton. Floyd now sends it in the corner to Graham. Drives baseline, kicks it to the corner, out. Nice open look at a three there. Ray can't get it to fall. Dots with the rebound. Campbell Meeks pushes it up the floor, sends it on the wing to West for three. Good. Dawson West with the tray. And it's a 14-point Dot advantage here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Coach Todd Baker has seen enough. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching the Little Tony Memorial Classic on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Welcome back to the Brush Fork Armory. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and the Dots have really opened it up here in this quarter, Taylor.
Absolutely. Coach Osborne must have had one of the best speeches known to mankind. I mean, they went in the half 16-15 leading. Then all of a sudden, boom, 13-0 run to start the quarter. They've had 3 triples, 2 of which came from Campbell Meeks. Again, he must have listened to our conversation during the break because my man is on fire right now.
The G-man worked the ball inside to Roberts. Layup slipped out of his hands. And Meeks on the other end from the left elbow. Still a good look there for Campbell Meeks. G-man back up the floor. Graham has it. Baseline sends it right left corner. We have a foul underneath. It's going to go on Dawson West. That's 2 now on West. And Dylan Mendenhall.
Don't you just hate when you jinx it?
Yeah.
I mean, poor guy's been having a good game. I jinxed him. I'm sorry, Campbell.
Floyd struggling to get the basketball in. Roberts finally gets it in. You might be seeing a little bit of this youth maybe for the G-men as they get it out on the wing to Floyd. Top of the circle now to Trevor Dalton. His first appearance in this evening's game. They go inside to Roberts. Roberts travels, trying to get a good handle on the basketball down there. I tell you, Connor Roberts is built like one of these Poca players that we've seen over the past few years.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a stout guy, and that's exactly what you want from a big guy as well. He's got a good frame. I like the hair, though. You put in a ponytail. I really like that. I'm a big hair guy. I mean, as you can tell, Poca would win the award for best hair in the state. So.
Mullets all around?
Of course.
Ball into Meeks, slips by the pressure easily. Nice bounce pass underneath. That was Wolf that tried to send it back to McCormick. Turnover, and the G-men are on the run. Floyd into the lane, bounce pass corner. Graham has it, top of the circle now for Dalton. Dalton, bounce pass right side. Graham tries to create some separation. Nice job here by the Dots as Tony sticks with Graham to no avail, though. Graham fights his way to the basket. He's going to get the bucket and one.
Their first points of the game, too. Good job by him. He used that screen, went right off his shoulder, went all the way in, got the contact, good finish as well. Had to extend the ball. That way the big guy was not there to swipe it away. Good job by Graham getting the bucket and the foul.
And the Dots McCormick tagged with his first foul of the afternoon. Graham's first trip to the line this evening too. Shot up, no good. Pulled down by Tony. And Meeks now walks it across the timeline. Met at midcourt by Graham. Out to Tony now. Meeks right side high. Ball fake. Oh, he gets the defender in the air. Floyd shot up, no blocked, and it comes out to Tony. Meeks, though, finishes as he swings around to the left side. 3 trays in the quarter for Campbell Meeks.
He knew 3 was better than 2.
Absolutely. Floyd once again whips that ball inside, poked away, tried to get it inside to Jones.
You know, the one thing that we're also seeing differently about Poca so far that's been very impressive is, regardless of what they've been doing offensively, they've been backing that up defensively. You're starting to see guys all over the place, almost like they're bees. They're just swarming. Wherever that ball is, they are there. Good job by them so far.
And another hard pass inside. Roberts swings it into Ray. G-Men now out to Graham. Graham backdoors it to Sexton. Inside now, Roberts backs his way into the basket, lays it up, no good. Rebound McCormick. And Connor Roberts now 0 for 3 in there from close range.
But he's getting good shots, though. I'm really liking what he's doing down on the block. He's getting good positioning. He knows what he's going to do, just a little too hard. If he goes a little bit softer with his touch, it'll go in. I promise you, big fella.
Tony left side to Mendenhall. Mendenhall out on the perimeter. Top of the circle now. Gives it off to Meeks. Left side. Tony now top of the circle. Right side extended here for Meeks. And Poca working here for the last shot. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Tony at the top of the circle. Gets a lot of pressure there from Markel Ray. Loose ball. And we're going to have a kicked ball. It'll be Graham basketball with 1.8 on the clock. Good opportunity here for the G-men. Try to work something and get a shot off.
Expect the screen right around that corner of the free throw line, and then watch for Floyd just coming right up, and he just goes, oh, never mind. I thought they were going to have the ball down here. Never mind then. Such a good play design on my part.
You did a great job.
Did not even recognize it. Unbelievable.
Pat Standard, our official there, blew it for you. They get it down into the left corner. The 3 attempt was blocked. Jacob Pruitt fired it off there before the buzzer at the end of 3. It's Poca 32, Graham 17. You're watching the Little Tony Memorial Classic on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to the Brush Fork Armory, the start of the fourth quarter here in the Little Tony Memorial Classic. Poca Dots outscoring the Graham G-men 16-2 in that third quarter. Poca shot a sizzling 4 or 5 from the three-point line in that third quarter and opened up the big lead here on the G-men. Ray being pressured, sends the ball right side to Sexton. Sexton looks over the Poca defense. Get the ball down into Pruitt now. Pruitt hands it off. Blake Graham. Now to Sexton, right side high. They send it left side now to Ray. And Poca really making the G-men work here. Graham on the left wing. Gets the screen, double teamed, and a foul is going to be called here on Campbell Meeks.
Yep, that's an easy call for the referee, especially when he's standing right there. Grab the hold right around his arm. Good job with the trap. You had West right there as well. If they would just quickly tighten that up and had their hands very active, they probably could have forced a turnover, but that's an easy call for the referee.
G-men will have the ball out on the side. Blake Graham into Sexton. Back to Graham. Graham's going to walk it out. Blake Graham directs traffic, sends the ball right side. Markel Ray. Ray picked up by Meeks. Top of the circle now, Jennings with the basketball. Gives it off to Graham, who drives to the right side. Kicks it in the corner. Three put up there from Pruitt is no good. And the cold shooting for the G-men continues. They were 0 for 4 shooting three in that third quarter. West back in for the Dots, has the basketball, sends it over to Meeks. Right wing now to Tony. Tony, top of the circle. West has it now on the right wing. And Meeks gets it. Ray takes a chance. 5-on-4 opportunity here for the Dots, and Ray quickly closes. Poca really content now, this 15-point lead, to work the set. Tony out on the wing to West. West brings it down inside, keeps the dribble. Back now to Meeks. Tony on the right wing. Poca just doing a nice job possessing the basketball here. Eating seconds off the clock. They go inside to McCormick, and the jump hook from the right side is good. It's 34-17. Dots doubling up the G-men.
Good job by McCormick. Even though that guy was literally parallel on his back, he still went one dribble right there. That was really quick, too, because that guard was coming down. Good job by him.
Ball inside and a drive to the basket, put up and in by Jennings. 34-19 your score.
That was a good pick and roll action with Jennings getting that ball. Good roll as well. I give a lot of credit to what he did on that pick and roll action.
Meeks, nice job. They dump it under to McCormick. And Poca really did a nice job breaking down the G-men pressure.
Yep, that was good. That was good transition by the Dots. It went all the way down into Whittingham. Good look as well. Got the really good pass. Kind of a dicey pass as well, but then he found the open man in McCormick, so now McCormick will have a chance at two.
First one rims out. McCormick 1 for 3 this evening from the free throw line. McCormick readies. Shots away, can't get it to fall. Ray with the rebound. G-men quickly go to work. Graham, top of the circle. Left side, three here from Dalton. And Dalton gets it to kiss off the rim, off the glass. That's the first three-pointer hit today for the G-men. Tony now breaks the G-men pressure, and he pinned it against his thigh, trying to get past the pressure. Turnover, Poca.
Good job by Graham right here. Good kick out by the guard. Found the open man, got his feet set, and just hoisted up a three. Good job on his part. That was a lot of concentration as well, so good job by him.
You know, Trevor Dalton there knocks down the three. Up to that point, the G-men 0 for 8 there in the first half. They followed it up in the third quarter, 0 for 4, so 0 for 12 before Dalton finally able to hit that three. You know, if they're even 30% on their three-pointers, they're in this ball game.
Well, that and also, but the fact that he made the basket, they were able to get into their full court man-to-man pressure, which did cause some havoc, which we just saw whenever Tony had the ball right on his thigh, caused a turnover. Now Graham has a shot at getting this lead down to single digits if they make a three.
Trevor Dalton, a senior G-man. Pruitt with the basketball. Out now to Dalton. Dalton down inside to Jennings. You get the ball out now to Pruitt. Back on the wing now to Ray. Top of the circle, Graham. Blake Graham starts right, goes left, gets a nice look at the basket. It bounced around the rim, no good. It's going to go out of bounds off the dots. Boy, Blake Graham did everything right there, but put it through the hoop.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good job with him recognizing that pick and roll situation. And he did a good job as well with being patient. I know we keep saying the word patient, but that was really good patience with using that ball screen.
Ray sends it into the backcourt. Jennings tracks it down for the G-men. Dalton walks it across the timeline, hands the ball off to Graham. Ball now right side, Ray. Off the double team, gets it over to Dalton. Left wing now, Graham. Graham tries to drive around West. Stops on the baseline, and they send it out high now to Jennings. Jennings moves to his left, gives it out to Graham. Graham for three. Off the mark, battle for the rebound, and it's going to go over to the dots. Went off the hands of Jennings. Once again, Blake Graham got a great look at the basket right there. Good shot off. Just can't get it to fall.
Jamel Floyd is coming back into the game along with Sexton, but Floyd had 4 points in that opening half. We've yet to see him getting back into that offensive flow. He did a good job with facilitating. We didn't see a whole lot of production in the first half. However, he did have 4 points, so we need to see some more from him in this last frame.
Poca breaks down the G-man press, and travel is going to be called. Jackson Whittington taking some extra steps.
On that situation, you know what he did? He was already thinking 3 steps ahead, and by the time he finally gathered himself, he walked. And that's when ultimately as a coach, you're just like, just settle down. Just trust me when I say this, settle down. And Osborne knows that. Again, he's won over 700 games. He understands that, so they'll get it together.
Graham sends the ball over to Dalton. Dalton dumps it over to Jennings on the right side, out high now to Ray. They're trying to direct this Graham offense a little bit, and there's very few cracks out there, but they find Jacob Pruitt, and Pruitt knocks down the three. The lead down to 9 with 3:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Graham making a little run here, Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. They're on an 8-2 run to start this final quarter. And a lot of that's due to a lot of what they've been able to do in regards to offensive penetration. You're seeing a lot of dribbling down right around that corner of the free throw line, maybe about another 2 feet in, and they're kicking it out. That's why we just saw that 3 go in for Pruitt. So you're seeing a lot of good stuff from Graham offensively. And they're also, as I've mentioned already, that havoc that they are creating defensively with that full court pressure leading into the half court has been very beneficial for them so far, and that they will definitely continue that. And I know Coach Baker is definitely emphasizing that. Keep it up. We are within reaching distance now. We're down 9 with about 3 minutes left of the game. This is where we got to make our run late if we want to win this game.
G-men are going to pressure the basketball here as Hunter Tony sets up for the inbound. Get the ball into Meeks, back to Tony. Tony sends the ball right side to Wolf. Wolf throws it to Tony, and a lob up to Wolf. Turns into a turnover. Back come the G-men now. Floyd with the basketball. It didn't happen in the in the front court, but it did pay dividends for the G-men. Graham sends the ball left side, back to Graham, underneath the basket, off the glass, good.
Good job by the sophomore getting down in positioning. He knew he had West on him. So he just went right up through there. We got a foul called.
It's going to be on Markel Ray. That'll be his third. Ran through the screen there on Dawson West. West, a big 103-pounder there. With 2:24 to go, the Dots are going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Little Tony Memorial Classic on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
And as we rejoin action here, 2:15 to go. Foul's going to be called on Blake Graham. Three now for Graham. Mendenhall inbounds backcourt. Meeks with the basketball. Swings the ball left side to West. West in the corner. And we have a stoppage as a stray basketball rolled onto the floor. Ball into the backcourt. Meeks has it. Out on the wing now to Mendenhall. Mendenhall brings it right side, swings it over to Meeks. And Meeks travels the top of the corner, top of the circle. Poca showing some cracks here with about 1:54 to go in the fourth.
That's their fifth turnover this half. They're definitely speeding up, which is what led Coach Osborne to call that timeout. You definitely saw some steam out of his ears as well.
A ball on the right side. Graham gets the ball out now to Dalton. Dalton, left side to Ray. Now out to Jennings. Sexton in the corner. They come inside to Jennings. Ball on the floor. It's going to stay with the G-men. 1:27 to go. Jacob Pruitt checks in for Daniel Jennings. Blake Graham sends it in the corner. Pruitt for three. Off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Dots. And a turnover.
They're going too fast. They're going way too fast for their gears. So now they're trying to slow down, but they're still trying to go fast. That way they can get the ball past half court.
Ball's going to be inbounded from the side. Ray tracks it down. Right side now, Sexton. Sexton being pressured by Tony, and we're going to have a foul out front. It's going to be on Trevor Dalton.
So what he did there was he hooked his hip out, which allowed the defender to get caught back. And that's why you saw him down almost like a few feet from the ground. So you can't do that. If you hook your hip out, that's an easy call for the referees. That's why they called the offensive foul. I better watch out for Meeks right here. All right, that's a good call.
And
he's wanting it. He's wanting to do it.
Graham celebrated right there in the face of Meeks, and
yeah, but he just extended that forearm right there. Watch him right there. He just extended that. You can't do that. And that referee's standing right there as well.
Still a 7-point dot advantage. Graham inbounds from the side. Ray has it. Ray down the lane, poked away. Here come the Dots. Meeks on the run and cut off there by Floyd. They get it out now to Tony. Now to West, down on the block. McCormick has it poked away, and the G-men come up with it. Back up the floor comes Pruitt. Out now to Pruitt. Pruitt steps right, shoots three. It's going to be off the mark. Dots with the basketball. Meeks sends it wildly over to Wolf. Wolf able to save it. And then we have a foul in front of the Dot bench. McCormick going to go to the line here.
Coach Osborne thought that ball was going to come towards him. You see what he did? He went all the way back. He almost thought he was like a wide receiver almost. He went all the way back. I'm like, Coach Osborne's going to get that ball. But that was also a good job by Poca as well, breaking that pressure. Campbell did a good job from going from the left side all the way over closest to our broadcast booth. So that's a really good job with breaking that press, which ultimately led to the foul down here.
Tony lobbed it into Meeks, and Meeks airborne, shoved out of bounds by Pruitt. Going to send Meeks to the line here.
Pruitt and Campbell, Meeks just went for a 50-50 ball, and Meeks just got him right up there, and that was a good call by the referee.
Meeks drills the technical foul.
You know, one thing to keep in mind as well before Meeks takes this, hold on. The one thing to keep in mind is this game's getting tight. It's an 8-point game, 35-27 with about 40 seconds left. The one thing you have to keep in mind is you have to keep your emotions in check. Campbell Meeks almost got a technical foul down here. The referee was almost about to do it. He did not. And then we just saw what happened down here with that foul. It's going to get chippy in these last couple of seconds. However, you have to do a good job from a mentality standpoint to just stay focused and stay on the ultimate goal.
Ball inbounded corner to Meeks. He spins, and he is fouled there by Trevor Dalton.
And that goes for both sides as well, because, you know, when you think about it, the G-men are trying to get into their sets. Poca's trying to run away with this win. So both emotions are flying high on both ends of the floor. You just have to make sure you stay within the legal limits of the game, because if not, you could probably see some technical fouls. You could probably see some more blatant fouls as well.
Meeks 2 for 4 this evening. Knocks down the first. Lead back to 9 for the Dots. And Meeks ready. Second shot away is good. Gives Poca a 10-point cushion. Ball rolled in. Ray picks it up. Swings the ball out to Floyd. Now in the corner. Dalton for 3. Off the mark. And a 3 from the right side, Markel Ray. 37-30, timeout on the floor.
Yeah, that was a very good offense by the G-men. They were able to get what they wanted following the second chance opportunity as well. Good rebound by Graham. Kicks it right back out to Ray for the 3. That was a great job by them. He understood that. He even knew. You watch his eyes. When he got that rebound, he came down, and he automatically knew where his guard was going to be. Regardless if he was 5 feet behind the three-point line, he knew he was there. And Ray did a great job of just getting that 3 off quickly, which led to the timeout. Now they're down 7.
And you look at the things that we talked about in the pregame that make Poca effective right here, and I would say, you know, the biggest thing right now, G-Men with 22 seconds left on the clock, they're only at the 30-point mark. Poca very effective at keeping teams under the 40-point mark. This has played out, I think, the way Poca wants it to play out.
Yeah, and I give a lot of credit to what they've been doing defensively, but the shots just have not been falling at all for Graham. When you look at what they've been doing, they've been getting very good shots, and they've been able to attack the basket, but the shots just have not been falling, which has led to a lot of runouts for the Dots, which has led to fast break points. So it's going on both sides. However, if I'm the G-man right now, I am not discouraged by what's going on right now.
Tony's going to handle the inbound for the Dots. They get it into Meeks. double teamed on the baseline. And going to be a turnover for Poca.
That's their 8th one this half.
Coach Baker making his offensive, defensive substitutions here. Blake Graham to inbound. Sends it in the right corner to Ray. Ray tries to clear west. Drives baseline. Kicks it in the left corner. 3 there for Pruitt is no good. And we're going to have a foul. And a technical foul now is going to be called on Blake Graham as he put a shoulder into Campbell Meeks. Those two have really been battling here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling you just a few minutes ago, Mike. You have to make sure you keep your emotions in check. Again, that was almost the exact same referee that was going to call the technical foul on Campbell Meeks a few minutes ago. He did not. Campbell knew. Unfortunately, it did not go in Graham's favor. That's what led to the technical foul. Now Campbell Meeks has a chance at 2 free throws. And that just all comes with maturity as well. These guys are young, which is encouraging because they're hanging around the defending state champion as Meeks makes the first free throw. They're hanging around the Class AA state champion in West Virginia. So that's encouraging. You're going toe-to-toe with the champion, but at the same time, this is a learning experience for them as well, as Meeks misses the second free throw as well. But from a maturity standpoint, I know whenever I was playing, we would play such really stiff and tough competition, and we used that to our advantage. We tried to learn as much as possible, and by doing that, it led to a lot of maturity and growth going down the road.
Meeks now taking the foul shots, knocks down the first, 9-point dot lead. And Meeks knocks them both down. Coach Osborne takes the opportunity to pull Meeks out of the game with 8.7 on the clock. Tony sends the ball into West. Lobs it up to Tony. Tony's going to dribble out the clock. And the Polka Dots are going to earn a 40-30 victory here at the Little Tony Memorial Classic. Let's take a break. You're watching high school basketball here on Video Productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Hi, I'm Rania. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is when I take a bite, I just taste flavor, flavor, flavor. The veggies and beans and tortilla strips, they're combined to perfection.
Hi, my name is Janae, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is it makes me feel warm inside. This is what cozy feels like. This is what bundling up in a blanket next to a fireplace with people you love feels like.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Dad, what is a backflow prevention device?
Well, it's a device that's used to protect water supplies from contamination or pollution in homes or businesses.
Is that why you were talking to that man?
Well, he was a certified plumber from Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's is fully licensed and insured in testing, installation, and service of backflow prevention devices. I just call 304-253-HELP, and they'll take care of it the right way.
I thought it was something for the car, so Mom wouldn't hit the house again when she was backing up.
Everything we do is in search of more go. We go. So it goes. So you can go.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your train comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to the Brush Fork Armory. Game 1 of the Little Tony Memorial Classic. The Polka Dots defeat the Graham G-Men 40-30. Campbell Meeks, the high scorer in tonight's contest with 15 points. Jordan Wolf chipped in with 6. Nathaniel McCormick 5 for the Dots. On the G-Men side, it was Blake Graham with 9 points. Daniel Jennings with 6 and Jamel Floyd with 4. Campbell Meeks really heated up in the third quarter there, went 3 for 3, shooting 3. Really the only significant shots of the second half came from Campbell Meeks.
Yeah, he did a great job of, again, we keep saying the patience was there. He was able to facilitate at a high rate. He got above his season average in points, going at 15 like you said. That's the 4th straight game that he's had double figures for the Dots, so that's really encouraging. I mean, last year he was not really asked a lot to do in the scoring column. However, you're starting to see that come out. You're starting to see him come more into fruition with his offensive game, which is good because whenever you get into the bulk of your schedule, especially with the next 3 of the next 4 games are against top 10 teams in the state. They go on the road, they'll play Logan next, then they'll welcome Charleston Catholic. Then a few games later, they'll play Chapmanville on the road down in Logan County. So they have a very tough stretch coming up. But getting a win like this against Graham, an out-of-state opponent, even though it's a young team, on both sides, but I'll get to Graham in a second. But for Poca, I'm encouraged by this. I'm encouraged by the fact that I was able to come down here away from home in a place that I don't think a lot of people are familiar with, especially with Poca. This is new to them, a new environment. It's good. This is a very good experience for them. I think Alan Osborne is encouraged, but if you were to ask me, he'd probably say no, he's like Bob Huggins. But that's a good thing with him. I was also very encouraged by their depth as well on Poca's side. They were able to bring in guys and maybe even like switch them out, not like line changes, but almost get guys in consistently, make sure that they have fresh legs. So give a lot of credit to the Poca bench. That was one of the things that you mentioned in the pregame as well. On the flip side for Graham, they did a really good job of hanging around it. And they also fought back. And we talk about the youth so much. That's encouraging. If I'm Todd Baker, that's encouraging because whenever you do have a bunch of young guys like that in your starting lineup and in your rotation as well, that's a good sign moving forward because then that lets you know what you can expect down the line for years to come as well. So that's very encouraging on both sides of the basketball.
Yeah, and interesting, this young starting lineup for the G-Men, 4 sophomores and 1 freshman, but it was the seniors that they brought in the fourth quarter there. Jacob Pruitt was firing threes every time he got his hands on the ball. Did knock one down. Trevor Dalton knocked down a 3. And then finally there late, Blake Graham found his range and knocked down a 3, and those 3-pointers kind of closed the gap a little bit for Graham.
Yeah, now I think I also gave them a little bit of confidence, a lot bit more mojo as well, because if that did not happen, then that game would have probably stretched out more towards a 20-point lead, and then moving forward, that we don't know what could have happened, but when you bring guys in like that as well, give a lot of credit to the depth. We talked about the depth with Poca, but that bench for Graham was able to get them fighting back in the game, give a little bit of a spark as well, which led to them getting turnovers from Poca, from that full court man-to-man pressure. So that was a good job. Again, if I'm Graham, despite the fact that you lose by 10, I'm encouraged by the fact that guys stepped up when needed most. You fought back and you were able to get the job done when needed. So give a lot of credit to Graham.
Really good ball game here this evening. That's going to do it for us here this evening. I want to thank our producer, Butch Mounts, for my partner, Taylor Kennedy. This is Mike Goddard reminding you our final score. Poca 40, Graham 30. Thanks for watching Video Productions.